So, them lot down the road, the Arsenal are signing Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. And this is a signing that lots of people saw coming. And this is a signing that a lot of people will be jealous about, as this is a very sought after midfielder. We know that he rejected Liverpool, the champions or the now champions of England. He rejected them last year, but has now said yes to Arsenal. We'll have a little look in a minute as to why so many teams want him. But I'm interested to hear from football fans and Arsenal fans. What do you make of it? Is this a good signing? Does he suit the Premier League, which is normally something we always talk about when a foreign player comes here, even though about 60 or 70% of the players in this league are foreign. But Zubimendi will be joining Arsenal. And don't take my word for it. As you can see there from Fabrizio Romano, I said Arsenal agree deal to sign Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad. Here we go. It's the three words, isn't it, that every football fan wants to hear about a transfer involving their club. Here we go. It said Zubimendi has now verbally agreed to sign a long-term deal. So formal steps must follow soon, with Arsenal to trigger the 60 million euro clause. Now, if we actually look at 60 million euros, let's do it live, 60 million euros in pounds. If we, just over 50 million pounds for a midfielder of the caliber of Zubimendi. So Arsenal fans, I'm sure, will be very happy with this. And don't get me wrong, I know you're all going to snap back at me immediately and go, but we need a striker. Sure, we'll talk about that in a minute. So it says Zubimendi is ready to become the first signing of the new season. Now, some people will say, oh, but Romano gets things wrong. And yeah, sometimes he does. But this has been talked about for a while now, hasn't it? And I want to know from you lot, where does he fit into this Arsenal setup? Is this Arsenal bulking up? Partey, Zubimendi, Odegaard, Rice. Is Partey going? Is that why? Well, we know Declan Rice isn't going anywhere. I shouldn't imagine Odegaard is, but I guess the question mark is around Thomas Partey. Now, he's a very different player to Thomas Partey as well. Thomas Partey, for me, he's got a much better engine at getting around the pitch, putting out fires. He's strong, powerful. Zubimendi is a bit more of your Sergio Busquets type of mold, isn't he? A bit more of your Rodri, if you will, for Man City. He's cool. He's calm. He's composed on the ball. He likes to sit in that kind of deep lying playmaker role, that anchor role, if you will. Not a tough tackler, but a guy that reads and smells danger, a guy that likes to intercept and then pass, start the moves off almost like a quarterback. Now, is that what Arsenal need? Arsenal fans, is that what you need? Does it still mean you need more midfield reinforcements, or would you be happy with Zubimendi and then all of your other signings, from what I'm hearing from you lot, is that it needs to be forwards and wide men, strikers and wide men? Let me know what you think on that one. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look at Zubimendi. We'll have a cheeky little look at his Wikipedia page. As you can see here, Zubimendi, I mean, he's at the right age now, isn't he? 26. So he's experienced. You know, he would have learned his game. It's not somebody coming into the team where you say, oh, well, you know, it's a punt because they're a young kid. You know, he's played for, you know, Real Sociedad all the way through his career. Real Sociedad C, B, then Real Sociedad. And as you can see there, a little bit cheeky, they've already got Arsenal under his teams. Can you see that there? Senior career on the right-hand side, already got Arsenal from 2025 onwards. Cheeky, Wikipedia. Let's have a look at him. Spain, he's played for the under-17s all the way through to the first team. And of course, the 17 caps in the first team include playing in the second half against England in the final of the Euros, in which I thought he was absolutely brilliant, coming on for Rodri, who was injured. The style of play, again, they've talked about versatility and drawing comparisons with players such as Sergio Busquets, who for me was one of the best midfielders that ever played, just completely underrated, superb at what he did for club and for country. talking about his composure, his control, guiding plays and adjusting the game's tempo. Now, for me, that's really important when we talk about players who can dictate a tempo, because not many players in world football can do that. And let's look at his fellow countrymen. For me, Rodri makes Man City tick. Rodri does that. Tempo, composure, starting off play. Very, very important for a footballer these days to have those attributes. Now, let's have a look at his career statistics, shall we? So if we look, he's played 232 games for the first team at Real Sociedad. So this is a seasoned pro. You can see there not many injuries in his career. Look at in his last 5 seasons, 44 games and counting, 45, 44, 47, 41. You know, he plays a lot of football. The 17 caps with the 1 goal. And you can see he's won the Copa del Rey with Real Sociedad. He's won the Nations League and the UEFA and the European Championships with Spain. So again, you could say that this is a guy who has got that winning mentality. He has experienced winning big trophies as a footballer. Now, I think that's a great signing for them. But like many football fans, we all know, you don't have to be an Arsenal fan to see that Arsenal need goal scorers. Arsenal are so desperately lacking that focal point up front. That one guy that when you're playing badly, just pops up with a goal. Yeah, Vardy's done it for years at Leicester. Harry Kane did it for years at Spurs. Haaland at Manchester City. Aguero. Salah does it. Arsenal do not have that. And as good as I think Bukayo Saka is, I don't think he's that guy. Now, that leads me to this. Lots of talk that Arsenal are going to sign Gyökeres. Okay, lots of talk that they are going to sign Victor Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon, the former Coventry player. Now, this is one I think that's going to rumble on because I think there's going to be other teams that want him. There's rumours that Ruben Amorim, his former boss at Sporting Lisbon, wants to take him to Manchester United. A lot of talk. Will Man United be able to afford that? Apparently, they're signing Cunha as well. Can they get Cunha and Gyökeres? Imagine they did. It would completely transform Man United as an attacking outfit. But we're talking about Arsenal here. So let's have a look. Why does anyone want Victor Gyökeres? Okay, let's have a look. So as you can see here from his Wikipedia page, gotta love Wikipedia. As you can see from his Wikipedia page here, 26 years of age. Again, he's now got that experience. He's now gone and played for a big team like Sporting Lisbon. He's got that experience and he's not a punt for me. He's not a kid anymore. He's not that kid that was at Brighton or Sao Paulo or Swansea. He's got those years in his legs now. Got that goal scoring in his legs. And if we look down here at what he's done, let's have a look at his career statistics. So when you look, he got 40 and 97 at Coventry, and that's what got him the move, wasn't it? It was the 22 goals in 50 that got him the move in 22-23. And then since there, he's been absolutely on fire, hasn't he? He's played 99 games for Sporting and scored 95 goals. This guy is nearly at a goal per game. Now, that is frightening. They are frightening statistics. Now, there'll be the naysayers that say, yeah, but it's not the Premier League. Aguero hadn't played in the Premier League, smashed it up, didn't he? Haaland hadn't played in the Premier League, smashed it up. So why can't Gyökeres do the same? Now, the question is, will that change Arsenal to the point where they win a title? Is it enough? Would Zubimendi and Gyökeres be enough? What else is needed? For me, though, if Arsenal do get Gyökeres and they get Zubimendi, there's no reason not to have a title challenge next year. They didn't have one this year. They had one the 2 years before. But for me, this would be an amazing signing. And by the way, not just for Arsenal. If anyone gets Victor Gyökeres, I think they've got an out-and-out goal scorer who's going to guarantee 25, 30 goals in all competitions. Let me know what you think. I'm jealous. My club don't sign players like this. Tottenham don't. We don't sign Zubimendis. We don't sign Gyökereses. We don't sign this caliber of player. So forget my club and all of this. What do you think? Gyökeres the man? Zubimendi a good signing? Everybody, Please leave your thoughts. Keep it clean. Thank you. Please like the channel as we're growing. In the first 3 months, we're just under 2,000 subscribers. So we're going to try and get that up higher. But much love. Take care. And shamelessly, come on, you Spurs.